Good evening. This is Dale Lamb with Gardner-Webb University. This is a shortened and edited version of tonight's town hall. For brevity, these will be sent to everyone, legacy MELS 602 through 605, and we posted in your class shell as well. We opened the live session tonight with Dr. Bull, who thanked all of you and welcomed you back, and also had our prayer tonight. From there, I went into the MELS Candidate Legacy Town Hall agenda, and I'll start with that now. For those of you who are in the Fall 17 full 5-semester program, I have the requirements for you this semester on the screen now. Obviously, your Blackboard coursework for MELS 605, discussion boards, case studies, assignments, peer review, evidence artifact work as well. This semester, your task stream DRF portfolio evidence artifact work is to complete all 6 of the evidence artifacts. You should also complete the 3rd round of your 21 competencies in your task stream competency folio. And then you are to complete your task stream DRF portfolio School of Ed dispositions and competency analysis. For you folks, commencement is on Saturday, May the 11th. So that means that in order to give us time for revision or any work that might need to be done in terms of evaluation, your 6 evidence artifacts in your DRF portfolio and task stream are due by 9 a.m. on Monday, April 29th, to allow enough time for possible revision and evaluation. And then the entire portfolio, which includes the competency folio, which must be uploaded into the DRF portfolio for evaluation. All 6 evidences, your competency folio, the internship log, dispositions, and competency analysis has to be done no later than Monday, May the 6th at 9 a.m. in order to graduate on Saturday. If you are in the 5-semester program that you are now in 604 and you are to finish this summer, please remember that the summer session starts on May 21st. There are all of your requirements for MELS 604 this semester. And again, the commencement for you is Saturday, August the 3rd. So once you're in summer school, you will start on May 21st, commencement's August 3rd. Your 6 evidence artifacts are due by Monday, July 22nd at 9 a.m. And your entire portfolio, including competency folio, is due on Monday, July 29th at 9 a.m. For those of you who are in 603 this semester add-on, there are your requirements. And again, your commencement is Saturday, August 3rd. Please let me remind you, commencement for you is a reception after graduation ceremony. Add-on licensure students do not attend the graduation ceremony at 10 a.m. You're invited to a reception at 12 noon, immediately following in the Tucker Student Center. We have Jostens has made you a beautiful certificate, looks just like the Gardner-Webb diploma, suitable for framing. You may pick that up at the reception. Again, thank Dr. Bull, and Dr. Bull, the dean last year and now associate provost, and Dr. Bull, the dean this year, for funding and making sure that we had those nice certificates for you. You can pick that up at the reception. Add-on licensure students do not attend the graduation ceremony. You come to the reception immediately thereafter at Tucker. If you do not come to graduation or you do not come to the ceremony, your diploma or your certificate will be mailed to you the week following. Again, the dates for you folks who are finishing in the summer to complete your program, all 6 evidence artifacts must be in by the 22nd of July, and the entire portfolio must be done by July 29th. For the Fall 18 regular 5-semester program, there are your requirements in 602. I also have the requirements for the 601 students who would not be with us tonight, but I have those on this list as well. So we don't have any regularly scheduled add-ons finishing this spring since we don't have a summer start, but there may be some that have come back into the program that are finishing off cycle. The main thing for you is if you're finishing this spring, look at these dates and understand that if you are getting your master's, you will participate in graduation. If you aren't, you don't, but you're both invited to the ceremonies, one to graduate and then to the reception, add-on licensure to the reception only. So those are your responsibilities, regardless of where you are in the program at this time, MELS 602 through 605. The second page of the agenda begins with, please remember that interns have to do 80 clinical hours every semester from the suggested list that's in your clinical handbook. Please remember that's 80 every semester. If you're in the 5-semester program, that'd be 5 semesters of 80, be 400. If you're in the add-on licensure program, that would be 3 semesters of 80, be 240. Try to get them all, get your 80 per semester. Don't do 200 in one semester and then take a semester off. That will not work. Try to get as close to 80 or above 80 as you can. And yes, you have to get your 80 hours in the summer, even though it's a shorter period of time. My suggestion is the 2 weeks right after students leave during closeout and inventory and scheduling, that you make a commitment to be in school for the entire 2 weeks of time. That would give you your 80 hours, and that time is invaluable. Dr. Robin Hamilton, the sitting principal that works with us now, was online with us earlier tonight, said that may be the most valuable time that you can have as an intern. I would concur. The rest of this sheet too is the responsibilities that we have to you as an institution. Again, we thank you for continuing to patronize our program. We're glad to have you. So I have a clinical coaches too. Please remember they're assigned by class. If you're in Dr. Todd's class, for example, in 603, then Dr. Tillman will automatically be your coach. So make sure you know who your coach is. They all have a Blackboard internship shell that they can work with you privately. You can get public comments from them through discussion boards, or you can use assignment Dropbox, and they will comment on your work privately. That's outside of the work that the instructor does with you or your peer reviews. Your coach can work with you also. Clinical coaches, they will not visit you again unless you request a visit or you have changed sites or your site supervisor has changed. Let me say that again. Clinical coaches, one, all they do is make a visit to you. They won't come in legacy semesters after the first semester unless you request for them to come and visit you, or you have a new principal, or you have a new site supervisor, assistant principal, or you're at a new school. In those cases, we will need to come and visit with you, and you will need to go to Web Connect under Maintain Information and update your site supervisor information for us. But remember, Clinical Coach 1 just makes the visit. So here is the operational definition of the Clinical Coach 1 and Clinical Coach 2. So if you have a question or you need assistance and you wonder who to ask, these will tell you who you should ask based on their job definitions. And finally, the evaluator. There's been some misconception about evaluators. Evaluator is anonymous, has no contact with the candidate. It's not a coach, it's not an instructor. They make no site visits, they don't comment, they don't do noon sessions. They're just state graders. They evaluate your final evidence narratives, the 6 evidence artifacts using the North Carolina standardized grading rubric from the scale handbook. They will provide comments if they send your work back for revision as to what it's lacking. They will also send those comments to your Clinical Coach 2, and they will assist you in revising your work, not the evaluator. The evaluator does not work with you on your work. That is the coach's role. So please remember that your coach works with you, not the evaluator. All right. So there are all the definitions of where you can get help and who's here to help you. Reminder to get your 80 clinical hours every semester so you will have your internship log. And then your requirements for the semester that you're in and commencement for those of you finishing both spring and summer. I went ahead and put those in there. At this time, I'm going to cover task stream very briefly. I'm working on a time frame here. Okay, so everybody's DRF looks like this. You know to add your evidence artifact work, do your competency analysis, those things. You put all your logs here. Don't Don't submit for evaluation until all your logs are here, either 3 for the add-on licensure program or 5 for the regular master's program. Also remember, final competency folio, you click here, there's a video in your class shell that explains to you how to upload your competency folio here, but only after it is complete. All 3 rounds of competencies that have been entered into your competency folio, you upload it here for evaluation. You know, to access your competency folio, you go to folios and web pages. All of you are legacies. You've already created this. And you know that you must have 3 rounds of artifacts or proofs that you are competent in the competencies communication down through visionary. Please remember there is no submission for digital learning competencies in this box. You do those, they are integrated into the 18 competencies are integrated into these 21 so that you can double up on them. Please remember that artifacts are just that. They're not narratives. They're pictures, they're agendas, they're minutes, they're screenshots, they're videos, they're pamphlets. They are a product of the work that you do as a clinical intern or during your evidence artifact work. The evidence narrative tells the story. This is just the proof of what would be produced as from the work that you've done. This system is how principals are evaluated in North and South Carolina now on the basis of evidence artifact. You provide a written evidence narrative of the work you've done, and then you provide artifact proof of the work that you've done. If you're unsure of that, Google North Carolina Principal Assistant Principals Evaluation Manual, and you'll see that the MELS program is patterned after that and these. Now, once you folks finish this semester for completers, your license will be applied for in North Carolina, no matter if you're in North Carolina, South Carolina, or Virginia. Your license will be applied for in North Carolina. Once you receive, and Seth Opry will send you information. Seth is the licensure specialist. He will help you with obtaining your license. You'll pay a small fee. You'll obtain your North Carolina license. For those of you in Virginia and South Carolina, you'll take that license and apply reciprocally to your state, take the praxis, and then you will get licensed in your state. Please remember, everybody that we've had come through has passed the praxis. We do a study module in 605, and also our program is based on national standards that align with the praxis. We've had nobody have any problem with the praxis. Please remember, North Carolina students, you do not have to take the praxis to be licensed in North Carolina. So that is where you are. You can call me, you can email me. Main thing is make sure you read over the agenda for tonight. That is your program guide as to who offers you what assistance, what help, that explains the roles of the people who are working with you, that outlines your responsibility in terms of what you have to do this semester. I know that you're returning people and you know how things work. But we just want to come online and remind you of our obligations as well as yours, and to thank you for continuing to be with us at Gardner Webb. I appreciate your time and attention tonight. Please call or email me if you have any questions or problems. Have a good evening.